Are you guys aware that there is a secret entrance to the Sphinx? Well, not anymore because now it's a very well-known tourist trap. But when I went, I was one of the first people to go in there and it was actually pretty cool. I went to Egypt a few years ago and I visited the pyramids and the Sphinx and everything. And when I was at the Sphinx, I noticed these two Englishmen taking pictures of something. So I walked over and I was like, "What's going on?" They said, "Oh, we're trying to take a picture of the secret entrance to the Sphinx." I was like, "The what?" Then they showed me this small opening right here. It was like a little hole in the wall that you could barely fit your head through. And I was like, "Wow, how did you even find this?" They said, "We just saw a guy walk through it about 10 minutes ago." I was like, "Let's go check it out." So they kind of led the way and we all kind of squeezed through this small opening. And it was really, really tight. I remember having to take off my backpack and squeeze through this thing. And I remember even taking my shoes off because my feet were so swollen from all of the walking that I had done. And it was super hot outside, so our tour guide wasn't with us at this point. So I think we had about 20 minutes until he was gonna meet us back at the main entrance. So we kind of ran through this underground tunnel. And I remember it being pitch black, like there was no light whatsoever. And the air was it was stale. It was dusty. It smelled like, old carpet and stuff. And then finally we came to this big chamber. And in this chamber, there were thousands of bats hanging upside down from the ceiling. And I don't think any of us were prepared for that. So we kind of freaked out a little bit. And then we started to walk around and there was guano everywhere. It was on the walls. It was on the floor. It was disgusting. And then we found another passageway that led us outside. And this was actually the coolest part because it led us to the back of the Sphinx where nobody ever goes. And we were able to walk up to the Sphinx and look at it in a way that, not many people get to see it. It was literally just us and the Sphinx in this huge, empty field. So it was pretty amazing. But then we had to leave because our tour guide was nowhere to be found. And, we had to meet him back at the entrance. So we went back through the secret passage and we were hoping that he would just meet us there. But instead we had to go back through the whole cavern and out the front entrance where we had originally came in. And that's when we finally found our tour guide. He was like, "Where the heck have you guys been? I was so worried about you. I thought you got lost or kidnapped or something." And we're like, "No, we went exploring." And he was like, "You guys are nuts." That's a very dangerous thing to do. But he was also kind of jealous because he didn't know about the secret passage and he wanted to go check it out. So we all went back together and it was pretty awesome.